When an astronaut goes outside in space, it's called a spacewalk or an EVA, which stands for extravehicular activity. The first person to go on a spacewalk was Alexei Leonov from Russia on March 18, 1965. It lasted 10 minutes. The first American spacewalk was by Ed White on June 3, 1965, during the Gemini 4 mission. His spacewalk lasted 23 minutes. Nowadays, astronauts often do spacewalks outside the International Space Station. These spacewalks usually take between 5 and 8 hours, depending on the task. The world record for the most spacewalks is held by Russian astronaut Anatoly Solovyev, who has been on 16 spacewalks, totaling over 82 hours in space. In the US, the record for the most spacewalks is shared by 4 NASA astronauts, each with 10 spacewalks. Space is an extremely harsh environment with conditions that pose significant challenges to human exploration and survival. Space is a vacuum, meaning it has no air or atmosphere. This lack of air pressure can have severe consequences for the human body, leading to problems like the boiling of bodily fluids in a vacuum. Space experiences extreme temperatures. In direct sunlight, temperatures can soar to hundreds of degrees, while in the shadow of a celestial body, temperatures can plunge to near absolute zero. Astronauts face the challenge of managing their spacesuits and equipment to cope with these temperature extremes. That's why spacewalks require careful planning, extensive training, and specialized spacesuits to protect astronauts from the vacuum of space. Astronauts conduct spacewalks for the construction and maintenance of spacecraft, space stations, and satellites. Imagine being the hands-on builders and repair experts in the vacuum of space. These brave astronauts use specialized tools to ensure the functionality and longevity of these space structures. Space is a tough environment, and the exterior of spacecraft can face wear and tear. Astronauts perform spacewalks to visually inspect their spacecraft for any damage, ensuring everything is in tip-top shape for the journey. Spacewalks are like cosmic handiwork sessions. Astronauts use this time to install, deploy, or retrieve various equipment, instruments, or experiments on the exterior of spacecraft or space stations. It's like assembling a giant space puzzle. Just like upgrading your computer's hardware, space missions may require updates. Astronauts conduct spacewalks to install new equipment or replace outdated components, keeping space tech on the cutting edge. Spacewalks are not just about fixing things, they're also opportunities for scientific exploration. Astronauts conduct experiments in the vacuum of space, studying various phenomena and testing new technologies in this unique environment. Moreover, spacewalks provide valuable training for astronauts. They hone their skills in handling tools, working in microgravity, and troubleshooting issues that may arise in the harsh conditions of space. It is like an astronaut's cosmic boot camp. We are talking about why astronauts wear those cool spacesuits during spacewalks. It's not just for the looks, it's all about staying safe up there in space. So astronauts put on their spacesuits a few hours before a spacewalk. These suits are special because they're filled with oxygen. Why? Well, breathing pure oxygen for a bit before the spacewalk helps get rid of the nitrogen in the astronauts' bodies. If they didn't do this, they might get gas bubbles when they're out there in space. And trust me, you don't want bubbles causing pain in your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and knees. It's called the bends. Even scuba divers can get it. Spacesuits are like superhero outfits for astronauts. They keep them safe, provide the air to breathe, and make sure they're ready for their cosmic adventures. Have you ever wondered how astronauts stay safe while floating around in space during a spacewalk? Well, they have got some tools up their spacesuit sleeves. First off, they use these things called safety tethers, which are like ropes in space. One end hooks to the astronaut, and the other end connects to the spacecraft. It's like a cosmic leash, making sure astronauts do not accidentally drift off into the vastness of space. They also use tethers for their tools, so nothing important floats away. Now here's the cool part. Astronauts wear something called SAFER, which stands for Simplified Aid for EVA rescue. It's like a backpack with small jet thrusters. If an astronaut ever becomes untethered and starts floating away, Safer kicks in. It helps them fly back to the spacecraft like a space superhero. Astronauts control Safer with a small joystick, just like playing a video game. Remember Bruce McCandless? He is the American astronaut who achieved the first untethered spacewalk using the manned maneuvering unit in space without being connected to any other spacecraft. Before going on spacewalks, astronauts are required to attend difficult pieces of training. They hit the pool, not for a swim, but for a spacewalk practice. Floating in space is a bit like floating in the water, so astronauts dive into a giant swimming pool to simulate the weightlessness of space. It's like an underwater space adventure. Astronauts also gear up for spacewalks using virtual reality. It's kind of like playing a space video game. They wear a helmet with a video screen and special gloves. Inside the helmet, they see a video of what their spacewalk will look like. When they move, the gloves make it feel just like they're floating in space. It's like a high-tech spacewalk practice that looks and feels out of this world.